Chapter 6. Conviction is not rejection. One of the most confusing experiences for people beginning to seek God is the sudden awareness of their own inner darkness. Things once ignored begin feeling heavy. Habits that once felt normal begin producing discomfort. Words, attitudes, desires, and hidden motives suddenly become harder to justify. Many people become frightened during this stage. They think, if I feel this exposed, God must be rejecting me. But one of the most important truths a seeker can learn is this: conviction is not the same thing as rejection. In fact, conviction is often evidence that God is drawing near. The woman at the well experienced this directly. What began as a conversation about water slowly became personal. Jesus touched the hidden places of her life, her relationships, her disappointments, her wounds, her history, the parts of herself she likely kept buried beneath the surface. And yet noticed something remarkable. Jesus did not expose her in order to humiliate her. He exposed her while remaining with her. This matters deeply because human beings often assume exposure automatically leads to abandonment. Much of human life is built around hiding. People hide weakness, shame, addiction, insecurity, pride, fear, lust, loneliness, bitterness, failures. Some hide behind success, others behind humor, others behind religion itself. But beneath the masks, many people quietly fear. If people truly knew me, they would turn away from me. And often this fear becomes projected onto God. So when conviction begins, people instinctively withdraw. Like Adam and Eve hiding in the garden after sin entered the world. Human beings still do this spiritually. Hiding behind excuses, distractions, self-justification, denial, performance, or avoidance. But the gospel tells a radically different story. God moves toward hiding people. Even after humanity rebelled, God came searching. Where are you? This question was never about information. God already knew where Adam was physically. The question was relational. Humanity had withdrawn from fellowship, and ever since, much of salvation history has been the story of God moving toward fallen humanity. This reaches its clearest expression in Jesus Christ. Christ did not come only for morally impressive people. He came for sinners, for the weary, for the ashamed, for the spiritually thirsty. This does not mean sin is treated lightly. Love does not ignore destruction. If a doctor discovers disease, exposing the illness is not cruelty. It is the beginning of healing. In the same way, conviction reveals what is spiritually sick so that healing can begin. This is why conviction feels different from condemnation. Condemnation says, "You are hopeless, hide from God." Conviction says, "Something is wrong, come into the light." Condemnation pushes people deeper into despair. Conviction calls people toward transformation. This distinction is extremely important because many seekers confuse the two. When people first become spiritually awakened, they often begin noticing patterns they previously justified. Selfishness, dishonesty, lust, pride, envy, anger, hidden hypocrisy, spiritual emptiness, and suddenly they feel overwhelmed. But awareness itself can become mercy. A person trapped in darkness cannot seek healing while insisting they are perfectly healthy. The Spirit often begins transformation by making the soul honest again. And honesty can feel painful, especially in a culture that constantly teaches self-protection and self-justification. Modern society often says, never feel guilt, never question yourself, follow every desire. Protect your truth at all costs. But Christianity teaches that not every desire leads toward life. Human beings are capable of deceiving themselves. This is why repentance is not self-hatred. It is awakening. It is agreeing with truth. It is turning away from what destroys the soul. The woman at the well did not encounter rejection after her life was exposed. She encountered revelation. At first, Jesus was merely a stranger, then an unusual man, then a prophet. Conviction deepened her understanding of who he was. This is often how spiritual growth works. The deeper Christ reveals the human heart, the more deeply a person begins understanding grace. Because grace only becomes astonishing once a person realizes how deeply they need it. A person who believes they are already spiritually whole rarely sees the beauty of salvation. But the thirsty recognize the value of living water. This is why Christianity is not ultimately about pretending righteousness. It is about receiving mercy. And strangely enough, some of the people most ready to encounter Christ are not those pretending strength, but those finally becoming honest about their weakness. Jesus once said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." Why? Because spiritual poverty creates openness to grace. Pride resists dependence. Humility receives. This does not mean Christians enjoy feeling guilty all the time. Constant shame is not spiritual maturity. The goal of conviction is not endless self-condemnation. The goal is restoration, freedom, healing, reconciliation with God. This is beautifully seen in the gospel itself. At the cross, Christianity claims that Christ willingly entered humanity's brokenness, guilt, shame, and judgment in order to reconcile sinners to God. The message of Christianity is not, "Fix yourself so God can love you." The message is, Christ came because humanity could not save itself. And this changes everything. Because now conviction no longer becomes proof that God has abandoned you. Instead, conviction can become evidence that the Spirit is waking you up, bringing hidden things into the light, calling you out of hiding, calling you toward life. The woman at the well arrived carrying shame, yet she eventually left carrying testimony. Not because her past never existed, but because she encountered someone greater than her thirst.